They laughed at my name, cursed at my face. A demon's vessel, treated like a waste. Lonely nights, hunger biting my skin. Dreaming of Hokage, a fire within. Painted on walls, my prank was my screen. Nobody believed in the boy with a dream. Haruno saw pain, but still stood tall. Even when the village prayed for my fall. Training in shadows, my fist full of rage. Reading the script of a broken page. If lights is a trial or crash through the stands, this is my first step, my last chance. I won't fade, I'll fight through the pain, through the hatred and scars in the rain. Every wound, every cut is my dance. This is my first step, my last chance. I rise where they wanted me gone, building my fire, I'm moving on. Mizuki whispered lies, poison in my ear. Said the truth of the beast I should fear. Baruka bled, stood in my way. Showed me the meaning of bonds that stay. Clones in the night, 1,000 strong. For the first time, I knew I belonged. No curse, no fate can define my name. I write my story in endless flame. From the dirt of the streets to Hokage's glance, I carved my will in this circumstance. If the world won't hand me a stance, I'll claim my first step, my last chance. I won't fade, I'll fight through the pain, from the hatred and scars in the rain. Every wound, every cut is my dance. This is my first step, my last chance. I rise where they wanted me gone, building my fire, I'm moving on. Whispers of fox inside my veins, but my spirit breaks every chain. No seal, no curse can bury my roar. I'm the storm knocking at your door. I'm the storm knocking at your door. Haruka's words carved deep in stone. You're not the demon, you stand alone. So I'll rise from the dirt, from the hater. Every scar into my fate, 1,000 shadows moving my stance. I'm the boy they feared at a glance. In the village they curse my stance. Will witness my first step, my last chance. No crown yet, bonfires awake. I bleed for the dream they tried to break. Every stumble is a weapon I use. All weak failures, a path I choose. No backing down, no second glance. This is my war, my circumstance. The demon's curse or the hero's dance. This is my first step, my last chance. I won't fade, I'll fight through the pain, through the hatred and scars in the rain. Every wound, every cut is my dance. This is my first step, my last chance. I rise where they wanted me gone, building my fire, I'm moving on. Shadow by shadow, I'm raising a stance. From nothing to Hokage, watch me advance.
Miss rap cold on the edge of the fight. Demons of the hidden fog step into the night. Team 7 trembling, blades in the air. Death feels heavy, the danger is there. Naruto screams, but his heart beats weak. Dreams of Hokage feel distant, bleak. Haku appears, mask hiding his face. Silent devotion, a loyal embrace. Zabuza's eyes, sharp steel in his hand. Blood on the bridge, pain in the land. First taste of war, a deadly kiss. Shadows remind what a shinobi is. Silent tears fall into the rain. Love and duty carved out in pain. Broken hearts where it still meets the skin. A bond so deep it was doomed to end. Echoes remain where the lives collapse. Silent tears on the bridge at last. Haku stood proud, his soul was bound to a man who never spoke it loud. Needles fly, frozen veins ignite. Sacrifice shining in the pale moonlight. Zabuza's rage, a beast in chains, but his heart was drowning in silent flames. Kakashi strikes, the lightning roars, the blood of loyalty stains the floors. Naruto screams, this isn't the way. Life shouldn't vanish like night to dead, but the bridge remembers every glance. Silent tears in a deadly dance. Silent tears fall in fist of rain. Love and duty carved out in pain. Broken hearts where the bill meets the skin. A bond so deep it was doomed to end. Echoes remain where the life collapsed. Silent tears on a bridge at last. Zabuza wept with a bloodstained hand for the boy who dreamed in a frozen land. No village embraced him, no light, no song, but in a cool shadow he still belonged. Naruto cried, you're human too. The pain of a ninja is all too true. The will of fire began to grow. Even in sorrow the flames still show. On that bridge their story fades. Heroes and villains in broken shades, but the lesson carved in circumstance was life canned in a single glance. Snowflakes soft on the crimson ground. Silent whispers, no cheering sound. Kakashi bowed with respect to the pain. Even killers can break their chain. Zabuza's tears in the falling mist, a fleeting truth that could not exist. For a moment, the demon became a man, holding the hand of the boy who ran. Silent tears fall into the rain. Love and duty carved out in pain. Broken hearts that still makes the skin. A bond so deep it was doomed to end. Echoes remain where the lives collapse. Silent tears on the bridge at last. Forest of death, silence in the air, shadows moving, killers everywhere, scrolls in blood, trust put to test. Every step forward, no time to rest. Sasuke haunted, a serpent's bite. Orochimaru looks deep in the night. Teamwork breaking, bonds getting strained. Every ninja fights to carve their name. Eyes of the crowd, burning in place. Dreams and rivalries clashing in space. If destiny calls with chains and games, I'll burn it all down in Chunin flames. Step in a ring, no turning away. Every strike writes the words we say. Blood on the ground, but hope still remains. We're riding our fate in Chunin flames. No fear of defeat, no shame in the pain. Our fire will rise again and again. Rockly standing, his body on fire. No ninjutsu, but in this desire. God's hand crush, merciless hand. Belief spirit refuses to bend. Every bone broken, still he stands tall. A hero of will who gave it his all. The crowd in silence, tears in their eyes. Watching a warrior who never denies. Even in pain, his legacy stays. The flame of his youth forever ablaze. The lesson was called, no weakness remains. The will of a fire in Shonen flames. Step in the ring, no turning away. Every strike writes the words we say. Blood on the ground, but hope still remains. We're riding our fate in Shonen flames. No fear of defeat, no shame in the pain. Our fire will rise again and again. Naruto screaming, I'll change my fate against Neji's eyes that calculate, caged by destiny. Hogan pride, but Naruto spinning, refuse to hide.
The bugs inside gave him the war, but his will alone broke every door. Neji fell back, his eyes in doubt. Naruto's flame burned the darkness out. Chains of fate couldn't hold his stance. The loser became the one with the chance. Dreams ignite when the system shames. The will of fire lights Chunin flames. Every clash is a story to tell. Every scar is a lesson we sell. We bleed, we rise with nothing to lose. Our destinies are the path we choose. In fire and blood, no one is the same. We're reborn in the Chunin flame. Step in the ring, no turning away. Every strike, watch the words we say. Blood on the ground, but ill remains. We're riding our fate in Chunin flames. Step in the ring, no turning away. Every strike, watch the words we say. Blood on the ground, but hope still remains. We're riding our fate in Chunin flame. No fear, defeat, no shame in the pain. Our fire will rise again and again. Voices of dreams that the world proclaims. Forever we burn in Chunin flames.
Drums of war shake the village ground. Shadows of terror are circling around. Saddened sound crash through the gate. Children of fire consumed by hate. Chunin exams turn battlefield. Dreams of the young by blood are sealed. Serpents crawl with a venomous grin. The will of the leaf is tested within. Screams of the crowd, chaos ignite. Darkness devours the village of light. Every soul trapped in a hunter's sight. This is the terror of the serpent's bite.
Poison drips in the dead of the night. Orochimaru strikes with a venomous might. Chains of fear in the enemy's hand. The life is burning, it cannot stand. From shadows deep where the demons fight, the world remembers the serpent's bite.
Face to face with the teacher's flame, Sarutobi stands in his final game. Former student, twisted and vile, Orochimaru smirks with the serpent smile. Summons of death, the coffins rise. The first and second with hollow eyes. The third alone, his chakra strained, but his will of fire will not be changed. Blades of Kusanagi cut through the air. A clash of legends in a deadly snare. Even in pain, his spirit burns bright. He won't surrender to the serpent's bite.
Poison prison in the dead of the night. Orochimaru strikes with a venomous might. Chains of fear in the enemy's hand. The leaf is burning, it cannot stand. From shadows deep where the demons fight, the world remembers the serpent bite.
Death guard whispers a binding seal. Hands of the reaper grip what is real. Sarutobi's soul, his final stance. A sacrifice made with no second chance. The blade of youth will carry the flame, even as darkness whispers his name. Orochimaru cursed, his arms confined. The mark of a serpent forever defined. The sky rains silence, the crowd in tears. The leaf still stands though it lost its sear. Legacy carved in eternal night. Hope survives through the serpent's bite.
Shadows remain where the blood was spilled, but the fire of Konoha cannot be killed. Even as venom corrodes the air, the will of the leaf is always there. A teacher's death, a village's fight. Yet is reborn from the serpent's bite.
fight. Poison drips in the dead of the night. Orakima, you strike with a venomous might. Chains of fear in the enemy's hand. The leam is burning, it cannot stand. From shadows deep where the Genins fight, the world remembers the serpent's bite. Hokage's soul in the endless flame. Eternal will carry Konoha's name.
Whispers of legends carved in the stone. Three shadows rose, each path their own. Orochimaru's venom, a serpent's disguise. Jiraiya, the wanderer with wisdom and eyes. Tsunade, the healer, her heart in despair. Haunted by loss, she refuses to bear. Naruto, full of his dream burning bright. To find the strength to carry the fight. The village cries for a leader to stand. To hold the future in steady hands. But in her silence, her fear remains. A legend weighed down by endless chains.
Legend of the sand in the story untold. Fire and shadow, the will of old. Through pain and loss, they still remain. Legends are born from endless pain. The world remembers the ties within. The strength and sorrow of the Sanin.
Naruto trains with the storm in his palm. Spirals of chakra refusing the calm. Bruised and broken, he stands again, shouting his vow through the weight of pain. Jiraiya smiles, his pupil won't yield. Every scar earned becomes a shield. Tsunade watches, her heart shakes still, but sees his spirit, his unbroken will. The Rasengan roars, a newborn flame, a boy of tomorrow who'll change the game. A legend rises where doubt had been, the fire reborn through the sand.
Legend of the sand in the story untold. Fire and shadow, the will of old. Through pain and loss, they still remain. Legends are born from endless pain. The world remembers the ties within. The strengths and sorrow of the Sanin.
The clash of titans shakes the land. Summons in steel in each command. Jiraiya against the serpent scheme. Tsunade awakes from a broken dream. Orochimaru strikes with venomous rage, but her fist explodes like a thundering cage. Slug, snake, and toad in battle collides. The storm of the Senate, nowhere to hide. Blood on the ground, but hope takes flight. Tsunade stands tall in the morning light. Her vow renewed, her courage within. She takes her place as a Senate. The promise echoes, the dream won't fall. A Hokage spirit answering the call. Through every scar, through every fight, a will of fire still burns so. A broken heart finds strength again. The leaf is guarded by the Sanin's name. Legend of the sand in the story untold. Fire and shadow, the will of old. Through pain and loss, they still remain. Legends are born from endless pain. The world remembers the ties within. The strength and sorrow of the Sanin. From blood and fear, new hopes begin. The village survives by the Sanin. The river roars where the statues stand. Two destinies clash in the heart of the land. Naruto's cry, promise to keep. Drag his brother back from shadows deep. Sasuke burns with a vengeance cold, chasing revenge, abandoning the old. The mark of the curse, the darkness feeds. A heart once pure, consumed by needs. Friendship broken, fists ignite. Blood and thunder in endless fight. If love is pain, this bond won't bend. Brothers collide at the valley's end.
We were brothers, now enemies is named. Bound by blood, but divided by flame. Racing down Chidori's scars on the skin. A war of the soul that no one can win. In the river of sorrow, the echoes remain. Brothers at the valley, bound in pain.
Eyes like fire, Sharingan stare. Naruto charges, his spirit laid bare. Fangs of the fox claw through the night. Sasuke's curse takes darker flight. Chakra explodes when the waters break. Every strike is a bond at stake. Clashing dreams in the thunder's roar. Each attack cuts deeper than before. 1,000 wounds for a single vow. Neither will yield, not here, not now. The world will remember where it begins. The valley that drowns in a brother's sins.
We were brothers, now enemies in name. Bound by blood, but divided by flame. Rasengan Chidori's carved on the skin. A war of the soul that no one can win. In the river of sorrow, the echoes remain. Brothers at the valley, bound in pain.
The final clash, a blinding light. Dreams and hatred collide in the night. Naruto falls, but his spirit won't die. Sasuke turns, no tears in his eye. A promise carved in the depths of despair. I bring you back no matter where. Brothers in blood, but torn apart. Two broken halves of the same heart. The valley cries, the water bleeds. The pain of tomorrow grows from these seeds. The story continues to fight our sins, but here at the end where brotherhood ends. Even in rage, the bond's not erased. A hollow love in a shattered place. Through hate and sorrow, the truth remains. Two hearts connected by endless chains.
A friend a rival, a brother denied, but the flame still burns deep inside. We were brothers, now enemies in name. Bound by blood, but divided by flame. Rising down Chidori's scars on the skin. A war of the soul that no one can win. In a river of sorrow, the echoes remain. Brothers at the valley, even promise survives though the battle won't end. I'll chase you forever, my brother, my friend. Oh, oh, oh.
The desert king with the burden inside. Garrus the tall where the shadows collide. Kazekage's crown, yet haunted still. A childhood of scars, no love could fill. Tidara strikes with the monstrous hand. Explosions tearing the heart of the sand. Sasori waits with the puppet's grin. Chains of the Akatsuki dragging him in. The beast ripped out, his soul in chains. The silent screams in the desert plains. From crimson tides to a fate so cool. A broken vessel, a shattered jewel.
Sands cry, echoes in the night, but fire still ignites the flight. Through the sorrow, through the kill, hope survives. The fire's will, every scar the desert bears. The leaf will slide, the world still cares.
Naruto runs with fury in veins. He knows that torment, he knows those chains. Gaara's pain is his mirrored past. The bond they share was meant to last. Tidara laughs with explosive pride, but Naruto's rage won't let it slide. Sasori hides in a puppet shell, but Sakura fights with the strength she held. Together they break the Akatsuki thread, chasing the shadows where heroes bled. Even in darkness, the vow is clear. No friend abandoned, no soul left here.
Says cry, echoes in the night, but fires will ignite the fight. Through the sorrow, through the kill, hope survives. The fires will at least call the desert bears. The leaf will fight, the world still cares.
Chiyo weeps for the sins of time. Her hands once cruel, now see to align. A life for a life, she gives her breath to shatter the silence of Gaara's death. The sand revives with the morning sun, a tale of redemption for what's been done. Naruto cries, his fists held tight. He found a brother, yet them the fight. The villagers stand, their spirits blend. The will of fire will never bend. Even in loss, the truth is still. Love can conquer, hate can't kill. Two children cursed, the world turned away. Now stand as leaders in light of day. Scars of the past, but hearts still burn. Through each other, their fates we turn. From sand to fire, the promise stands. Hope is reborn in their hands.
Sand cry, echoes in the night, 'cause fire still ignites the sight. Through the sorrow, through the cold, hope survives. The fire's real, every scar the desert bears. The leaf will fight, the world still cares.
From pain and loss, the dawn is real. Saiyans cry healed by fire's will. Two shadows walk with the curse in their hands. Hidden scythe drips, Kakuzu commands. Akatsuki's hunt, a ritual of fear. Death's religion is standing here. The leaf is shaken, the fire is tried. Blood in the rain where the faithful died. Immortal chains in a circle of pain. A mocking God who laughs at the slain. He carves a symbol, the curse is sealed. Every strike mirrors the wound revealed. The sky turns red, no hope above. Immortal blood in the name of love. Immortal blood, the curse of the night. Shadows devour the will to fight. Pain eternal carved in the skin. No mercy found when the dark begins. Through death and rage, the fire will flood. We bleed against immortal blood. Asuma stood with his blade in hand, facing the curse he could not withstand. Hidden grins in his ritual dance, every wound mirrored, no second chance. The fire burns, but the circle's tight. The leaf's commander falls in the fight. Chuchi cries and no screams in despair. Shikamaru phrases, the weight is there. A father, a mentor, a bond now gone. His final breath carried the dawn. The scythe of death, the silence floods. A hero laid low by immortal blood. Immortal blood, the curse of the night. Shadows devour the will to fight. Pain eternal, parked in the skin. No mercy found where the dark begins. Through death and rage, the Messiah will flood. We bleed against immortal blood. Shikamaru's eyes with the vengeance cold. The weight of his master made him bold. He lured the heretic into the ground, buried the laughter. No sound around, the forest swallowed the cultist scream. A grave of shadows for a broken dream. Kakuzu raged with 100 hearts, but teamwork shattered his world apart.
will to stand, avenge the scar with a steady hand. The will of a swimmer burned through the flood, hope was carved in wood.
Blood smoke in the night's last breath, a shadow whispers beyond his death. The fire he lit will never die, even in sorrow his soul will fly. Students rise from the pain they knew, carrying the will of the teacher true.
Immortal threat, the curse of the night, shadow devoured, I yield to fight. Main eternal, carved in the skin, nowhere so found where the dark begins. Through death and rage, the fire will fly. We bleed against immortal blood. Ashes remain, but the flame won't fall. The will of the fire outlives it all.
The sky turns black, the earth shakes loud, pain descends, a god through the crowd. Shinra Tensei, the village erased, dreams and homes in fire replaced. Children crying in the smoke of despair, ashes of Konoha fill the air. 6 paths march with hollow eyes, silent justice, the hopeless cries. The will of the leaf, buried in stone, a village left shattered, broken alone. From heaven he speaks, his words ignite. This world will end beneath my might.
Pays judgment, the sign will fall. A god of ruin, the end for all. Through blood and sorrow, the voices stay. A world of hatred is what he made. But in the ruins, a spark still burns. A hero rises. The story turns.
Naruto returns with the storm in his chest, the prophecy's child put to the test. Clones like thunder as and shurikens cry against the past that refused to die. Konoha watches, then hope restored. Each strike a promise, each roar a sword. Pain's decree meets unbroken flame. A Jinchuriki standing, refusing to chain.
The toads beside him, the sages dance. A warrior's fury, a final chance. Through every scar, his vow won't bend. This is the fight that marks the end. Pain judgment, the fire will fall. The god of rain, the end fall. Through blood and soil, the voices fade. A world of hatred is what he made. But ignorance, the spark still burns. A hero rises, the story turns.
Face to face with the ghost of rage, Nagato sorrow, a poking sage. 2 boys cursed with a lonely fate. One chose love, the other chose hate. Naruto's words cut deeper than steel. The dream of Jiraiya begins to heal. Peace is born when the hatred ends. Even the fallen can rise again.
With final breath, the village restored. Life returned by the man aboard. In the circle of pain, redemption stands. Hope reborn from broken hands. Chains of hatred begin to fall. A teacher's dream connects them all. Through fire and blood, the cycle breaks. A brighter dawn from the darkest stakes. The leaf still burns where the ashes lay. The will of fire lights the way. Pays judgment, the fire will fall. A god of ruin, the end for all. So blood and sorrow, the voices fade. A world of hatred is what he made. But in the ruins,
A spark still burns. A few rises. The story turns.
From grief and death, new life ascends. The will of fire forever defends.
Drums of the nations, armies collide. Shinobi alliance stands unified. Kabuto whispers, coffins awake. Edo Tensei turns the ground to quake. Legends return with eyes of the dead. Haku and Zabuza, blades stained red. The battlefield cries with endless screams. Nightmares walking from broken dreams. King Kaku's rage with the nine tails trace. Gary stands firm, no fear on his face. When darkness spreads and the dead explore, a world is consumed by the weight of war.
Shadows of the war, ghosts in the fight. Fire burns strong in the endless night. Blood on the ground, echoes remain. Hope stands tall in the flood of pain. Through dust and fear, we won't ignore. We carve our names in shadows of war.
Hanzo returns with the venom's pride, but Mifune cuts through the fear inside. Heroes reborn in the clash of blades. The past collides where the future's made. The sands obey Gaara's command. A leader's voice shakes the land. From mist to stone, from leaf to sky, every village swore not to die.
The sky is torn, thy thunders roar. Legends awaken forevermore. Each step echoes the fire implores. A march of nations settles the score. Shadow of the war, ghosts in the fight. Fire burns strong in the endless night. Blood on the ground, echoes remain. Hope stands tall in the flood of pain. Through dust and sea, we won't ignore. We carve our names in shadows of war.
Lari strikes with the storm in his veins, cutting the brothers, breaking their chains. Gaara speaks to the souls returned, even the fallen, their lessons learned. Some of our blades with honor bleed. Mifune fights for the ancient creed. Allied nations banners high. The will of fire will never die. Akatsuki trembles but pushes more. The word is caught in a deadly score. Even in sorrow the bonds endure. The flame of unity will remain pure.
The dead march on with hollow eyes. The living fight where the future lies. The graves in ash, the voices roar. Peace is the dream we're fighting for. The clash of time opens every door. The past and present will meet once more. Shadows of the war, ghosts in the bite. Fire burns strong in the endless night. Blood on the ground, echoes remain. Hope stands tall in the flood of pain. Through dust and fear, we don't ignore. We carve our names in shadows of war. Through fire and loss, the world implores. The will survives in shadows of war.
The sky turns red, the ground turns cold. The shadow revolves and the story's told. Kabuto grins, the coffin breaks. Madara walks, the whole earth shakes. One man's gaze makes armies fall. The god of war who commands it all. Dust and silence, fear in the air. The legend returns, a world of despair. Every step that goes, thunder inside. The leaf so ghost no longer denied. Hope is drowned, the heavens slip. The world is lost in Madara's grip.
Matter as eclipse, the sun won't rise. Darkness reigns in the falling skies. Fire and snow consumed in flame. No one escapes from the shadow's day. The end is written, the light dismissed. The world is chained in Madara's eclipse.
Fall like leaves in the storm. One man fights in a godlike form. Blades can't cut, their jutsu fail. Against his eyes, their courage is frail. A single hand wipes thousand away. Night devours the hope of day. A meteor falls, the heavens break. The earth screams loud with every quake. The iron cries but none resist. The judgment jumps in the iron fist. Even the bravest can't eclipse. The fire's drowned in Madara's abyss. Madara's eclipse, the sun won't rise. Darkness reigns in the fallen skies.
5 shadows rise and change unite, but Madara laughs at their hopeless fight. Oh, all is Susanoo, blades of despair. Every shark vanishes into the air. Tsunade bleeds, but still stands tall. Her healing light defies the fallen. Oki strains with the weight of stone, but even his courage can't stand alone. Rocky's charging, but lightning's roar, but Madara breaks him to the core. Mizukaki cries in the midst of dread. Will the Kakashi fall? The world turns red.
The sun is gone, no dawn, no flame. Only the shadow that speaks his name. A crown of terror, thorn of night. The stars are swallowed, erased from sight. A light of hope he won't permit. The world is bound in Madara's eclipse. Madara's eclipse, the sun will rise. Darkness wanes in fallen skies. Fire and stone consumed in flame. No one escaped from the shadow name. The end is when the light dismissed. The world is changing, the Madara's eclipse. Through blood is tears, despair insists. The fire is crushed in Madara's eclipse. Through blood and tears, despair insist. The fire is crushed in Madara's eclipse. The mask shatters, the truth bleeds through. A beetle's face and the crimson hue. A dream of peace turned nightmare's call. A broken boy became the fall.
He speaks of love in a world of pain, but every word drips guilt and shame. Madara smiles, his plan complete. The world kneels down beneath his feet. The moon above reflects their sin. The end of hope, the dark begins. From friend to ghost, from light to hollow, the mask of the fallen leads tomorrow. Mask of the fallen, dreams collide. Heroes and ghosts on the same side. Ashes rise where the angels flee. A world devoured by what we see. Through pain and fire, hearts are calling. We wear the scars of the fallen. The earth erupts, the beast awakes. Ten tails roars, the whole world shakes. Nations crumble beneath its cry. The gods are silent, the stars all die. Naruto screams with a fading breath, fighting life in the jaws of death. Obito watches, a soul in tears, haunted by the weight of years. Madara laughs, the Shadow King, puppet of fate on unseen string. Through blood and dust, the hope is small. Humanity stands, refusing to fall. Mask of the fallen, dreams collide. Heroes and ghosts on the same side. Ashes rise where the angels flee. A world devoured by what we see. Through pain and fire, hearts are calling. We wear the scars of the fallen. The wind ignites, the flames expand. Guy opens gates, no soul can stand. Blood and fire, his body consumed. Death approaches, but he's not doomed. The red beast roars, the ground ignites. Even Madara feels the strikes. Fist of light, his life unknown. A hero burns to stand alone. The sky explodes with crimson flare. The gods themselves can only stare. From mortal flame to legends hall, he stands for all who dare to fall. The fire fades, but the will remains. A spark of life through endless pains. Through every death, the spirit stands. Hope reborn in trembling hands. Even in ruined hearts keep calling. We rise beside the fallen. When all seems lost and night is calling. Mask for the fallen, breeze collide. Heroes and ghosts on the same side. Ashes rise where the angels lead. A world devoured by what we see. With pain and fire, hearts are calling. You wear the scars falling, the fire returns through the falling.
The sky was torn by the goddess's scream. Cover your rose from a nightmare dream. Light and shadow bow to her name. Creation twisted, none remain the same. Time and space, her battlefield wide. A god reborn where mortals die. Team 7 stands with the world at stake. Bonds were forged that no fear can break. Kakashi's blade, Sakura's hand. Naruto and Sasuke made their stand. Hearts once fractured, now intertwined. The fate of gods on a mortal line.
This is the last promise made in flame, to never let the world end the same. Through heaven's wrath, through hell's disguise, hope still burns in human eyes. No curse, no chain can make us fall. Together we'll stand, we'll save it all. Kaguya falls, her tears collide. The weight of her sin she cannot hide. The roots of chakra, the birth of pain. The cycle begins again and again. But peace was born in their steady hands. The bond of rivals that understands. Yet in the silence the shadow stirs. Sasuke's eyes beat doubts and blurs. The war is done but the fight remains. Two hearts tied by the same chains. A brother's wound, a rival's pride. Naruto whispers, I'll never divide. This is the last promise made in frame, to never let the world end the same. Through heaven's death, through hell's disguise, hope still burns in human eyes. No curse, no chain can make us fall. Together we'll stand, we'll save it all. The river flows where they once bled. Two paths crossed, one light, one dread. Rasengan's roar, Chidori's scream. The clash of brothers fulfills the dream. Fists of memory, eyes of pain. Love and fury in the same vein. The gods fall silent, the war is gone, but their bond remains forever drawn. Broken and bruised, they see the sky. No more reasons left to lie. I walk beside you, Naruto cries, and peace is born where hatred dies. The scars will fade, the stars rename. The world reborn through fire and rain. From loss and love, the truth persists. The will of fire always exists. A final vow, no more divide. The future lives with them inside. This is the last promise made in flame, to never let the world end the same. Through heaven's land, to hell's disguise, hope still burns in human eyes. So crushed, no chain can make a fall. Together we'll stand, we'll save it. Through pain and time, through endless tries, peace survives, the fire never dies.
The war is gone, the sky's reborn. The silent dawn from a world once torn. Fields of ashes now bloom again. Where lost one rift, there's peace in men. Graves of heroes under the trees, their names still carried by the breeze. Children laugh where the pain had been. Life returns, the storm grows thin.
The scars of battle fade to blaze, but every flame leaves a trail. The leaf still burns in hearts untamed.
Through time and change,
The fire remains through storm and sky. Through every tear, the will won't die. The bonds we built, the pain we faced, all became the dreams we chased. From broken hearts to peaceful plains, the world moves on. The
fireman. Kakashi walks where the sunlight falls, a silent strength within the walls. Sakura heals, her hands now pure, scars of war are so mature. Sasuke wanders through distant lands, regret and hope in his weary hands. Naruto stands where the dream began, a Hokage's heart, a child's plan.
The Team 7 bond forever tied through loss and laughter side by side. From shadows breathe to light, reclaim their hearts still burn. The fire made
Fire we amaze, through storm and sky, through every tear. Though we won't die, the bonds we build, the pain we face, all became the dreams we chase.
from broken hearts to peaceful plains. The world moves on. The fire
Leaves grow from the roots of flame. Children rise who bear the name. Stories told by the old and wise of how the sun once broke the sky. The wall of fire pass hand to hand, a promise kept across the land. No God, no war can break this chain.
for hope still haunting human beings.
A dream that started with one small day now burns eternal, the fire remains.
Years will fade, but the light survived. Through every loss, new life arise.
The bonds of love through joy and pain, a flame reborn again and again. Through every soul that peace attains, the will still burns, the fire remains.
Through time and blood,
From the lost and gains, we live, we train, the fire reigns.
I never give up.
'Cause that's my ninja way.
Naruto Uzumaki.
I never give up.
Because that's my ninja way. Naruto Uzumaki.
I never give up.
Because that's my ninja way.